All right, y'all, we are back again. I told you more content was coming. We're going to be piling these on y'all every single week. We're going to add as many as we can. So welcome back to Nerd Related. We appreciate the love, everything that's happening around the world. There's a way to escape, and hopefully you guys choose to spend a little bit of that time with yours truly, Brian, aka Lobo Malo. So let's go ahead and jump into it right now. What I wanted to talk about in this video was Manifest. If you are not watching or haven't watched or paid attention, Manifest was a show that aired on NBC. It aired for 3 seasons and it was abruptly canceled after the COVID season, which had about 13 episodes. Since then, the show went on to Netflix, where it created a wave of support and new folks watching the show. So if you don't know what the show is, we have the premise of the show is an airline, flight 828, disappears coming back from Jamaica through a storm. Well, they thought they were dead. For 5 years, every family member in the world assumed that the folks on this flight were dead. So it has kind of like a, I don't know, there's a lost vibe to it. It's pretty cool. Like at first I bailed on the show about after 3 episodes, but I started watching it again. And then on Netflix, I went through all 3 seasons, and now I'm a super fan. They left it as a cliffhanger. Lots of things happen, but Flight 828 was canceled after that COVID years, which was kind of shocking. The show had a decent fan base. Had people were watching it. I know personally a few people that were watching the show, even though I personally bailed. Sorry about that, y'all, on NBC. I should have been watching more. Maybe it would have saved it. Anyways, so now because of the overwhelming support and the campaigns on Twitter through Netflix of everyone wanting another season, Netflix has decided to pick the show up for season 4. So Manifest is coming back. Manifesters, 828ers, everyone's pretty excited. In a bit of marketing genius, this announcement was made yesterday. Flight 828 is the flight that they were on that disappeared on, and they call themselves 828ers in the show. Yesterday was August 28th, and they announced the return or the revival of the show. So we are going to get a season 4. It's going to be 20 episodes. It seems so far from what I have seen that they're going to separate it into parts, as Netflix likes doing, part 1, part 2, etc. So I'm thinking the most logical, if it's 20 episodes, they will do 4 5-episode or 5 4-episode parts. Makes it easier to digest, as well as to probably film on their end. End of the day, it's an exciting news. If you are a Manifester, if you haven't checked out Manifest, make sure you check it out on Netflix. All 3 seasons are there. Season 3 is a little shorter because of COVID, 13 episodes, and quite honestly, out of the 3, it's probably the weaker season. Not bad, but definitely not as good as the other 2. And now we get a conclusion, 20-episode conclusion coming to Netflix really soon. I'm excited to see how this ends. Hopefully not as controversial, or maybe it is a good thing if it ends kind of like Lost ended, because then we'll be able to make a ton of videos and talk about it. Make sure to watch it. They picked it up. If you haven't watched it, if you have watched it, in the comments, let me know, what do you think? Do you think it was cool that they saved it? Did you hate season 3? Let's talk about it. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Thanks for all the love. Make sure you're following me on Twitter, on Facebook, where we do most of our interactions. And again, our spinoff is happening, y'all. If you love sports, check out Nerd Related Sports Edition. Thanks for stopping by. See you soon, Manifesters. Deuces.